again. So I wasn't going to make this video, but there is some information that I think I need to impart on people who use still light 06 bars. You know what, it might just be this bar, I don't know. But I have run this bar on both the Stihl 500i that I have and also the Farmtech G366. In fact, I just did it earlier today. And what I found is that number one, the oil holes clog up and the bar starts to run dry. And then today, when I was using it, because I had to stop using it because I was cutting, and next thing you know, it's bah, bah, bah. I'm like, what's going on here? You know what? To me, it seemed so something. It stalled. To me, it was. I thought the chain brake is broken. It was just permanently on, but it wasn't, because I took the bar and the chain off, took the cover off, had a look. No, the chain brake was working fine. Started up, everything. Yeah, it's working. Saw's working fine. What's going on? Then what I did was, because this is a chain that came with the Stihl bar, right? It's a Stihl chain. It's supposed to be the best ever. Apparently, even like a lot of people reckon they are. So this is an El Cheapo Hurricane chain that I get from rolls of it from Jono and Jono that I made myself. I put this chain on, and it did pretty much exactly the same thing. What happened was that the sprocket, the nose sprocket, was completely jammed. Like, it was completely jammed up. So this, I don't know if it's just this bar, or you let me know. Anyone else who's got a Stihl light 06, is their bar jamming up? And like, the oil hole setup is a bit sort of half-assed in my opinion, because the bar is laminated. There's 3 pieces to it. There's 2 outside pieces, 1 inside piece, and the holes are just drilled straight through. But the hole has only half clearance, if you know what I mean. Like, the piece that's laminated in the center, it cuts the oil hole off by half. So it's a really shit setup. I can't find anything really seriously wrong with it, but it's just, the thing just stops oiling. Like, it's a piece of crap. So just to make sure it was the bar and not that chain, I got my Hurricane 24-inch El Cheapo bar, and I ran the Stihl chain on it until it's pretty much, it's not completely blunt, but it's not 100% sharp. It's still pretty good. So I ran that, and then I put my Hurricane skip chain on it, and I didn't have any problems. So that bar, this Stihl light 06 bar, is a piece of shit. Just the way the oil holes are designed, I don't know whether that's a fault or they're all like that or what, but so this very expensive Stihl bar is getting relegated to the piece of shit pile. So there you go, Stihl. For all the Stihl fanboys, yeah, your bar's a piece of crap. That El Cheapo Hurricane bar shits on it. Now, the other thing. So this is the saw that I used today. So yesterday, I put just under 2 tanks, about 1.5 tanks, almost 2 tanks through this, cutting up some of the wood that I had down there, just cutting it into smaller pieces for my next door neighbour Von, so he can use it for his fire pit thing. Now, yesterday, after I finished cutting, I take the cover off, right? By the way, I'll explain that in a second. I take the filter off, blow the filter. All in there was fine dust particles everywhere. Not just in one spot, like, oh, it's getting in one spot, or it throughout, which tells me that that seal is shit. Okay? It's that simple. That seal all the way around is shit. So that seal around there is crap. Okay? You're not going to get that much fines just getting somehow through there. That seal around there is just crap. So I'll just sort of put this back in place so that I can show you. I pulled it off too quickly. I should have pulled it off slowly. And now I've dislodged it. I might just speed this up. That was a lot easier to do it the first time. What I might do is that I might clean it up with brake cleaner and bond it on with Celastic so that it's permanent. Because, so I have not blown this out at all, okay? So I don't know if you can see very well. There you go, there's a good one. There's no fines in there. Now, that's not the story yesterday. That was that whole area in that intake, in this intake housing, right, was just covered in fines. Like, it wasn't caked on, but the fines were spread throughout completely. So, not good. I really want to get the G366 Pro air filter upgrade kit from bluesaws.com. Smelter City Saws is the eBay store, and they will not ship to my location. So I did send Scott a message on eBay regarding the fact that it doesn't want to ship to my location. He came back to me and said, yeah, I didn't see it because someone called Jesse handles the eBay side of things. No, you should be able to ship to you. I tried to buy it. No, it just says, will not ship your address. So, Scott, hopefully you watch this video. Can we please get around whatever the problem is, and I want to buy 2 kits, all right? I don't care about the price. These saws really do need that, all right? They really do, because this rubbish. And this is an OEM filter, by the way. It's not here. I haven't got the plastic one. The plastic one that comes with it is a piece of shit. But it's no better, because it's not the filtration through the element. It's around the sides, all around that border. It must be getting through. So I'll show you what I've done. Scott, please. Can I get a couple of them? I don't care what they cost. So what I've done is very, very small diameter fuel hose. Don't ask me what diameter it is. It's the really tiny diameter. I don't think I've actually got a piece of equipment that uses that diameter, but I got some of it with a I don't know, with some bunch of Chinese parts that I bought one day. So what I've done is just split that hose and just jammed it on there. And then when you put the filter on, all right, you put the filter on, but I also put a washer, all right, a metal washer over the top, and then put the cover on and do it up really, really tight. That washer is just to give it a little bit extra, but it probably doesn't need it, because this. Yeah, when you take it off, you could be really careful. With this hose, with this fuel hose, right, set up, there's no fines getting in, which is really, really, really good. Like, it was just, yeah, it was just speckled all over with them, all over with the fines. Not good. So if you've got one of these things, or if you've got an MS361 and you're shitty about the fact that the filtration is crap, do this. Alright, get some of this really thin fuel hose, really small diameter fuel hose, split it and just jam it on. It does go on, It's a bit, when it slips off, because you've got to do something almost 90 degrees in some places, which is a bit of a pain. But once you got that on, hey, I got no fines getting in. And this saw does have a Walbro carb, and it does have an OEM coil, so it goes like the clappers, and it's really going berserk, so it really needs good filtration, and this is a solution that I've got for the moment, but hopefully I'll be able to get, because if you go on Pharmatech's website, there's no mention of a filter upgrade kit. They are selling them with the G366 Pros. The Pros come with that, but they're not selling the kits separately. So, I don't know, Scott, maybe you can have a talk to Pharmatech, Holtz Form Pharmatech, and say to them, hey, you need to offer that kit separately because people want to buy it, especially people who can't get it from you, Scott. So, this, you know what, I was... because I clean my saws meticulously. Like, I mean, I don't take the clutch off, but I do take the clutch drum off. I do take the recoil cover off and wash them down with petrol or gasoline and blow them off. And you know, I really love my saws, so I take really good care of them. But this is a serious issue. So the last thing I did was, after I'd cleaned the whole saw, the last thing I did was take this cover off, take this filter off, and have a look. Because I had my fingers crossed. Please tell me that is the solution to the problem, or a solution to the problem. Obviously the filter upgrade kit, the G366 Pro filter upgrade kit is the solution to the problem, but this is it's a half-assed solution, but it works. And I'm really, really happy, because I wasn't sure, you know, when I was sort of like, oh, do I want to look inside? And I looked inside, and so I haven't blown that at all. I've blown around it, and I blow this, but not in there. So haven't need to blow in there. So I'll just check in here. If there's anything? There's nothing. Just some fuel, fuel residue. So I'm really, 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 really happy that works. Because again, you know, when I was taking it off, I was like, oh God, let's have a look in here. Is it just going to be full of shit again? No, it's not. So if you do own one of these things, or an MS361, and you are having filtration issues, which seems to be a common thing with steel chainsaws. I mean, I don't see any filtration upgrade kits for Huskies, I don't think. It's all like the 660s and 500Is. You got max flow kits and that. I don't know what it is about Stihl, but their filtration is up to shit. So, like I said, if you do have one of these things and you want an easy solution, just do that. Just get really thin diameter fuel hose, split it, and just put it all the way around. I probably don't need this extra washer, because I'll put that on, and then that washer, and then put the cover on and do it up nice and tight. So that's the solution. And shout out to another Scott at Greasy Shop Rag. Good on you, guy. So that's all I've got to report. Until the next video, see you later.